Hello everybody, welcome back to Popcorn in Bed. I'm so happy you're here. I am so happy to announce our March Movie Madness winner! Well, the movie is Gattaca. I'm trying to think of the actual team that won. It was not Houston, it was Florida. The Florida Gattacans, the Florida Gators, won over the Houston Cape Fears. Okay, so if you're new to Movie Madness, every actual team in the March Madness NCAA tournament got randomly assigned a movie. If the team moved on, so did the movie. So we had our final four in Leon the Professional, Blazing Saddles, Cape Fear, and Gattaca. Gattaca and Cape Fear went to the final. Gattaca won. I didn't want to tell you guys before it was over because I wanted it to still be suspenseful on who would win, but I am going to watch all of our final four, which I'm very excited about because I was rooting for all of them. I want to see all of these. They're drawn from our most highly requested movies. So Gattaca is number one. Congrats, Florida. Kind of a weird March Madness because all four number one seeds made it to the final, which last time that happened was 2008 and it had never happened before that. This is only the second time in history. Kind of crazy. So Gattaca. Okay. Sci-fi. Ethan Hawke, who I saw in those midnight morning movies, were the three with the... And I loved those. I watched them before the channel. We're just so real and good and cute. And then Uma Thurman, which I've seen in Kill Bill. I think I've seen in one other thing on the channel, but I can't remember right now. And Jude Law, who I just saw in Cold Mountain. And if this one breaks my heart like that one did, we might be in trouble. So three big names. Just from, I did watch the trailer to this because I was deciding who to root for in the tournament. And so I wanted just a tiny bit of background and I watched the trailer. And just from that, it's giving kind of Minority Report, maybe even Blade Runner, kind of that future gene pool manipulation kind of stuff. So I'm excited. I liked both those movies. I love a creative sci-fi idea. It's like, what if this and this and this happened? And I like the futuristic kind of crap like that. So let's get started with Gattaca. If you want to vote on polls, have the best movie discussions and debates, healthy debates, not to mention full-length reactions and first access, don't forget to sign up for my Patreon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell. Here's our podcast, Instagram. Let's go. Consider God's handiwork, who can straighten what he hath made crooked. I not only think that we will tamper with Mother Nature, I think Mother wants us to. Oh, weird. Can't tell what I'm looking at here with the background. That was someone shaving, like, microscopically, I think. What's he doing there? Danny DeVito, producer. The not too distant future. When did this come out? Getting their blood pricked there?
You keep your workstation so clean, Jerome.
Next to godliness. Isn't that what they say?
I reviewed your flight plan. Not one error in a million keystrokes. Phenomenal.
Has the committee approved the mission? There's been talk of delay.
You shouldn't listen to talk. You leave in a week. You've got a substance test.
He's being very careful about something.
Jerome, never shy, pisses on command. Beautiful piece of equipment there, Jerome. Have I ever told you that?
Only every time I'm in here.
I see a great many in the course of any given day. Yours just happens to be an exceptional example. I don't know why my folks didn't order one like that for me.
Huh?
Have I ever told you about my son?
No, you haven't.
Remind me to sometime. So, you're about to go up. 1 week left. Please tell me you're the least bit excited.
I'll tell you at the end of the week.
Congratulations, Jerome.
Everyone's
How many
very...
launches are there in a day? You're the only one who watches every one of them. If you're going to pretend like you don't care, don't look up.
the most unremarkable of events. Jerome Morrow, navigator first class, is about to embark on a 1-year manned mission to Titan, 14th moon of Saturn.
Whoa.
A highly prestigious assignment, although for Jerome, selection was virtually guaranteed at birth. He's blessed with all the gifts required for such an undertaking, a genetic quotient second to none. No, there is truly nothing remarkable about the progress of Jerome Morrow, except that I am not Jerome Morrow.
Huh?
I was conceived in the Riviera, the Detroit variety. They used to say that a child conceived in love has a greater chance of happiness. They don't say that anymore. I'll never understand what possessed my mother to put her faith in God's hands rather than those of her local geneticist. 10 fingers, 10 toes, that's all that used to matter. Now, only seconds old, the exact time and cause of my death was already known.
What? Baby.
Neurological condition, 60% probability. Manic depression, 42% probability. Attention deficit disorder, 89% probability. Heart disorder, 99% probability. Early fatal potential. Life expectancy, 30.2 years.
30 years.
Anton?
No, Vincent Anton.
From an early age, I came to think of myself as others thought of me.
Vincent?
Chronically ill. Every skinned knee and runny nose was treated as if it were life-threatening. Like most other parents of their day, they were determined that their next child would be brought into the world in what has become the natural way.
Your extracted eggs have been fertilized with Antonio's sperm.
Hidden Mickey.
All that remains is to select the most compatible candidate.
We would want Vincent to have a brother,
You have specified hazel eyes, dark hair, and I have taken the liberty of eradicating any potentially prejudicial conditions. Premature baldness, myopia, propensity for violence, obesity, etc.
We didn't want, diseases, yes, but...
Right. We were just wondering if it's good to just leave a few things to chance.
You want to give your child the best possible start. Believe me, we have enough imperfection built in already. And keep in mind, this child is still you, simply the best of you. You could conceive naturally 1,000 times and never get such a result.
That is bizarre.
When my brother, Anton, came into the world, a son my father considered worthy of his name.
What did I tell you? You see how much he's grown?
They're playing God. That's...
By the time we were playing at Blood Brother, I understood that there was something very different flowing through my veins, and I'd need an awful lot more than a drop if I was going to get anywhere. Our favorite game was chicken. When our parents weren't watching, we used to swim as far out as we dared. It was about who would get scared and turn back first.
Ew. Come on, you coward!
Of course, it was always me. Anton was by far the stronger swimmer, and he had no excuse to fail. Maybe it was a love of the planets. Maybe it was just my growing dislike for this one. But for as long as I can remember, I have dreamed of going into space.
How many astronauts are there anyway? I bet I could be one, if I wanted. Hey, don't eat that. It's Pluto.
With a heart condition like yours.
There's a chance there's nothing even wrong with my heart. 1 chance in 100. Well, I'll take it, all right?
The trouble is they won't.
You gotta understand something. The only way that you'll see the inside of a spaceship is if you were cleaning it.
My father was right. It didn't matter how much I lied on my resume. My
They
real
only
resume
looked
was in my cells.
at the DNA.
Of course, it's illegal to discriminate. Genoism, it's called. But no one takes the laws seriously.
You sure you want to do this? You know you're gonna lose.
He's predisposed to fail?
It was the last time we swam together, out into the open sea. Every time Anton tried to pull away, he found me right beside him, until finally, the impossible happened.
Vincent! Vincent!
Wait, what?
It was the one moment in our lives that my brother was not as strong as he believed, and I was not as weak.
Oh, I thought he died.
That made everything else possible.
Holy crap. He didn't, right? He didn't? He's just very tired? He died? Did he die? No. Phew.
I moved around a lot in the next few years, getting work where I could. I must have cleaned half the toilets in the state.
Welcome to Gattaca, gentlemen.
No, we now have discrimination down to a science.
All right, there's your cleaner
This is
material.
hard to wrap your mind around.
What about you, Your Majesty? You dreaming of space? You can start by cleaning this space right here.
I was never more certain of how far away I was from my goal than when I was standing right beside it.
So he didn't steal his brother's identity. His brother's name was not Jerome.
When you clean the glass, Vincent, don't clean it too well.
What do you mean?
You might get ideas.
Yeah, but if the glass is clean, it'll be easier for you to see me when I'm on the other side of it.
Huh.
It does prick you. That's nuts.
For all my brave talk, I knew it was just that. No matter how much I trained or how much I studied, the best test score in the world wasn't going to matter unless I had the blood test to go with it.
How did you hear about me?
People?
Any distinguishing marks? Tattoos, scars, birthmark?
I don't think so.
I hope you're not wasting my time.
No, I'd give 100%.
That'll get you halfway there.
That's an old edition, but I know it all by heart.
You realize the commitment is binding.
You have somebody in mind?
Oh boy.
For the genetically superior, success is easier to attain, but it is by no means guaranteed. After all, there is no gene for fate. A member of the elite falls on hard times. Their genetic identity becomes a valued commodity for the unscrupulous.
Oh, like the black market for their...
The guy's practically gonna live forever. He's got an IQ off the register. Better than 20/20 in both eyes. In the heart of an ox, if he could still run. He was a big-time swimming star.
Gonna live forever even though he's smoking?
This guy's helix tucked under your arm. You look so right together, I want to double my fee.
We don't look anything alike.
It's close enough. When was the last time anybody looked at a photograph? It happened out of the country. There's no record he ever broke his back.
They're talking about him like he's not there.
You just have to get him clean. Fill in the last year of his life.
You're a foreigner.
They don't care where you were born, just how. Blood has no nationality.
So began the process of becoming Jerome.
Jude.
Myopia is one of the most obvious signs of a disadvantaged birth.
What's myopia?
You understand I take 25% of everything you make. If for some reason it doesn't work out, all this equipment must be returned within 7 days, and you don't get your deposit back.
Wait. I thought you said 20%.
It's not negotiable.
That doesn't really look like Jude Law.
How tall were you before the accident?
Unfortunately, his profile says he's 6'1".
So what? No. No.
What? What could
No,
they
we never
possibly do?
discussed that.
Oh, I thought you were serious, Vincent.
I am serious. I'm not doing that.
Shut up.
Jerome never questioned my commitment again. I took my mind off the pain by reminding myself that when I eventually did stand up, I'd be exactly 2 inches closer to the stars.
No, that is commitment.
It's a nice name.
It's my name.
I can't be you without it.
What makes you think you can be me at all?
He's getting bitter.
I'm impressed. Is it real?
Are you colorblind too, Vincent? Jerome Morrow was never meant to be one step down on the podium. With all I had going for me, I was still second best. So how do you expect to pull this off?
I don't know exactly.
Very carefully. So what's in it for the real
signature
Jerome?
needs
Money?
work.
It soon came time to put our preparations to the test. Jerome had been engineered with everything he needed to get into Gattaca, except the desire to do so.
You really want to be in there?
I don't want to be in there. I want to be up there.
What's up there?
That's what I want to find out, Jerome.
Call me Eugene, my middle name. If you're going to be Jerome, you better start getting used to it.
I gotta get going. Where's my sample?
In the refrigerator, door on the left.
Which pouch?
Oh, any of them,
You think I should test it?
if you like.
It's a hot sample. You've been drinking again.
I haven't.
Oh, Christ, Eugene. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. This is no joke. My interview is in an hour. There is more vodka in this piss than there is piss.
All right, I'm sorry.
Try Fridays, that one will be okay.
There's only Wednesday left.
Wednesday. That's the one.
How does he get the pee to come out of the real thing, though?
This is the last day that you're going to be you and I'm going to be me.
Because the doctor watched him pee.
Congratulations.
What about the interview?
That was it.
Oh, buddy.
I got it.
Of course you got it.
Each day I would dispose of as much loose skin, fingernails, and hair as possible to limit how much of my invalid self I would leave in the valid world.
Oh my gosh.
While Eugene supplied me with a new identity, I paid the rent and kept him in the style to which he'd become accustomed. He suffered under a different burden. The burden of perfection. I was now a member of a relatively new and particularly detested segment of society. One of those who refuses to play the hand that he was dealt. I am most commonly known as a borrowed ladder.
Borrowed ladder.
In the guise of Jerome Morrow, I have risen quickly through the ranks of Gattaca. Only one of the mission directors has ever come close to discovering my true identity. Strange to think he may have more success exposing me in death than he ever did in life.
Did he kill him?
Well,
I think we can rule out suicide.
This is going to take a while, You may have to push things back.
That's crazy.
Irene, I want you to assist the investigators.
My work, Director, that would put me behind.
I appreciate your sacrifice, Irene.
Will you see to it I don't lose my place in line?
Your place is assured. So will you kindly inform the authorities that we will cooperate in any way, although we can't tolerate a major disruption.
Director.
Thank you, Irene.
How will this affect the mission?
Oh, we're still going ahead as planned. The launch window is only open until week's end. It hasn't stopped the planet's turning, has it?
So good. Did he kill
Wow.
that guy?
I'm going up.
When?
End of the week.
What about the mission director?
He's dead. They found him in his office this morning, beaten so badly they had to check his name tag. So that's it. There's nothing between us and ignition.
The man was murdered.
So I didn't do it.
I didn't say you did, but if the man was murdered, the place is going to be crawling with hoovers.
I'll take my chances with the J. Edgars over the mission director. I'm going to be slightly out of their jurisdiction.
We have to get drunk immediately.
Are you sure he didn't do it? Am I sure he didn't do it? And how did the mission director almost find out?
How old? A specimen.
I kissed him 5 minutes ago. A real good one.
You want the full sequence?
Yes. Thank you.
What is this place?
Good luck.
9.3. Quite a catch.
Yes. Quite a catch.
Does she hate Jerome a little bit?
God, how many times have I told Cavendish? Oh, this can't have been open more than 5 minutes ago.
They say when you're weightless, it's the closest thing to being in the womb.
I can't believe you pulled this off. They're sending you up there.
But I hate to think of you alone in that room for a year.
Well, don't think about it. Anyway, the room I'm stuck in is bigger than your tin can.
You know what I'm saying. What are you gonna do?
I have my
He's
books.
going for a year.
I go places in my head.
I'd be happy if you had some company.
I have visitors.
Yeah, well, none that you don't pay.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I wouldn't have it. Hopefully he doesn't drink himself to death in the next year.
What's Titan like this time of year?
What's Titan like? It's exactly like this. All the time. It's got a cloud around it so thick nobody can tell what's underneath.
And we want to go there?
You should be going instead of me.
Why is that?
Because up there, your legs wouldn't matter.
I'm scared of heights.
Me too. Jerome. And small spaces and space. So I don't think I could go. I am really worried about him while he's gone. Who's gonna do this for him?
What do you mean you're not drunk?
When I walked in front of that car,
What car?
I stepped right out in front of it. I'd never been more sober in my life.
Go to sleep.
Couldn't even get that right, could I? If at first you don't succeed, try again.
I think he's telling him that he's suicidal.
I'm proud of you, Vincent.
You must be drunk to call me Vincent.
An eyelash. Uh-oh.
You
See if
can
they
go.
can fake that.
It's all right, Irene. You're excused.
It's the only specimen in the entire place that can't be accounted for. Every 10 years or so, things go our way.
The eyelash? What do you know about it?
It's an unregistered invalid.
It's also the matter of motive. Is the janitor going to come back here after all this time to kill a man he never knew?
Well, his profile does suggest a violent temperament.
If I'm not mistaken, his profile also suggests he's a sick man. 90% chance the owner of this eyelash has already died himself of natural causes.
There's a 10% chance he's still alive. It's a lost and found case, sir. I'll do a cross-check. I'll find out about his family and whether he's got...
Already run it. There's no record of any living relative.
What?
I look around, I see a lot of dry eyes. The mission director was not universally loved. He was leading the cutbacks in the program.
With all due respect, sir, whatever you say.
Jerome, the metronome. Play the piano by that heartbeat of his.
We have a suspect.
That is a relief.
Here's his picture.
And invalid.
We are still following other leads.
I'm having this posted immediately.
I'm curious, Director.
An advantage, I should imagine, in your line of work.
Who do you have to be here? Even amongst your people, you must have varying levels of excellence.
Occasionally, we've been forced to accept candidates with minor shortcomings, but nothing that would prohibit someone from working in a field such as law enforcement, for example. Now there are enough of the right kind of people to warrant a new measuring stick. as we push out further.
Yet you still closely monitor performance.
To ensure that people are meeting their potential.
And exceeding it.
No one exceeds his potential.
If he did?
It would simply mean that we did not accurately gauge his potential in the first place.
Uh-oh.
Are you all right, Jerome?
Terrific.
You can't hide that. Was he hearing them?
I was alone.
I find that hard to believe.
Excuse me.
What's Irene's deal? Oh.
I'll take care of that for you, Mr. Morrow.
I see I'm not the only one who looks up every time there's a launch.
Hello, Jerome.
Hello? It's awful about the director.
Awful it didn't happen sooner. Didn't the director threaten to cancel your mission more than once, Jerome?
Yes, he did.
Somebody did you a favor.
Do they have any idea whose hand I should be shaking?
Found an eyelash in the south wing.
Does it have a name?
Just some invalid.
I had you sequenced. I read your profile.
You can do that?
Sorry. Seems you're everything they say you are and more.
You're engineered just like the rest of us?
Not quite like the rest of you.
What does that mean?
An acceptable likelihood of heart failure. The only trip I'll take in space is around the sun and this satellite right here.
Well, if there's anything wrong with you, I can't see it from where I'm standing.
If you don't believe me, here, take it.
That's weird.
If you're still interested, let me know.
I'm sorry, the wind caught it.
Is this the approach path that we discussed?
Absolutely, Director. Listen to what I'm saying.
I know what he's doing. I know he's doing something very illegal.
Now, I'm bored of talking to you.
The system is against him, and I want him to get his dream.
We can't stay here. They think I killed the mission director. They found my eyelash.
They could have found it in your eye.
They've got my picture plastered up all over the place. I can't turn around without seeing my own face.
They'll recognize me.
I don't recognize you. They won't believe that one of their elite could have suckered them all this time.
That's true.
Wait, we can't stay here. Stop that! You leave if you want. No, but you're not taking that stuff. That stuff is mine! I could have rented myself out to somebody with a spine.
Rented myself out.
They are going to find me.
You still don't understand, do you? When they look at you, they don't see you anymore. They only see me.
They don't see people, they just see their genes. Well, at least Eugene's not worried. I love when I'm stressing out and I look around, see people that aren't. My skin must be very exfoliated.
I'm gonna get arrested tomorrow. I'm gonna go out tonight.
You sure that's a good idea to go out?
Well, it was your idea not to change anything.
Who's going?
Say everybody. If I don't go, it'll look suspicious.
You don't want to look suspicious, do you?
Thanks.
Like, something like this, someone who's very good at playing the piano wouldn't even be impressive anymore.
Who ordered this?
I'm following a lead. Forgive me, sir, but that's what I do. I'm a detective. I follow leads.
What makes you think the owner of the eyelash is here?
He's an invalid, sir. Where do we look for invalids but where invalids are?
He's an invalid clever enough to go unregistered all these years. He's likely to lie down for us now.
Well, what would you suggest, sir?
Draw a 5-mile radius around Gattaca, sweep again. Random stops.
I mean, I guess people are still naturally good at things. You can't engineer being good at piano, can you?
You're a navigator at Gattaca? That's what it says, doesn't it?
It doesn't say you're crippled.
I hurt my leg training, you moron. How dare you question me?
What's your number? I said forget it. What do you want, an apology?
Oh, it gets to you that I can do what you can only dream of. That's harassment.
My mistake.
What's your number?
What is he doing? Okay, here, what if they kiss and she goes to sequence him again?
You didn't know?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Wonderful, wasn't it?
12 fingers are one. It's how you play.
That piece can only be played with 12.
What's all this about?
Oh no. Oh no.
You better not. I don't want to give you a contaminated specimen.
Does he have the finger prickies on? Just in case?
You never know where those swabs have been.
I want to show you something.
Oh, you can't see. Contacts. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm stressing out. Is that what people with terrible eyesight really see? Oh, that would be so hard. Why is the real Jerome at Gattaca right now?
What did I tell you? Your eyes look different.
I guess it must be the light.
Must be.
He's gotta get out of this.
Positive match. I'm impressed.
The cup was definitely used since the original sweep.
2 samples, 2 days. Either the suspect went back to the scene of the crime to get a drink of water, and I don't know anybody that thirsty, or he still works there.
I thought we checked all the service staff.
I don't think he cleans up the place anymore. I have a feeling he might be there under false pretenses, playing somebody else's hand.
A borrowed ladder?
It's far-fetched, but it's not out of the realm of possibility.
What did they find?
Maybe you're underestimating it. Maybe he is an imposter, and maybe the director found out about it. That could be his motive. I say we sample every employee within the parameters, intravenously.
2/3 of their workforce fall into that category. We'd be closing them down for days. A fingertip sample of urine should be sufficient.
I suggest blood from the vein. I hope I'm not out of line.
Is he prepared for this?
It's only a matter of time, sir. Only a matter of time.
What's with the plungers, Lamar? You open up a blood bank?
Yeah. Well, the gentlemen of law enforcement are concerned that my testing methods may have been compromised.
Ow! God!
Sorry.
Oh, what are you out of practice, Lamar?
Luckily, it looks as though we have enough.
Well, if you need any more, you can always get it off his shoes.
Jeez. He had something in his hand? Oh, frick. I don't know what I want to happen. I don't know what I want to happen.
I leave in 2 days. I guess you know that.
That's the last.
Something's not right.
He's not here. It's a blind alley.
I say we test again.
Tess, I cannot allow you to disrupt Operation City further. Your presence is creating more of a threat. The window for our latest launch is open for 7 days, once every 70 years.
Mission means a great deal to you, doesn't it? And your late colleague opposed it, didn't he?
Take another look at my profile, detective. You won't find a violent bone in my body.
I'm luckier than most. Not as lucky as some.
I know something about that.
You, Jerome? What heart problem did you ever have? Did you get yours broken once?
She took some kind of medicine?
I had this crazy idea that you were more interested in the murder case than me.
Well, you're right. That's a crazy idea. Would you like to dance?
He must be scared of touching anything.
You work so hard. You do everything you can to get away from a place. And when you finally get your chance to leave, you find a reason to stay.
He does like her for real, right?
A year is a long time.
Not so long. Just once around the sun.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you. I am your detective for the evening. I said nobody leave. Am I speaking in some kind of strange foreign language? Check for hairpins, check lenses, check dentures. I want napkins. I want cigarette butts.
Where are they?
Thought you wanted to dance.
Excuse me, where are you going?
Oh, yeah, I know. Just a minute.
Jerome! Jerome! Are you insane?
Well, he's got some explaining to do to her.
Where did they go?
But my question is, why are the detectives randomly at that bar?
Vincent! Vincent!
Who's Vincent?
Right.
Don't say anything.
Well, that's a weird circumstance, but kind of hot. Literally, cops are looking for you. What am I? Oh, what? Where are we? The beach on a bed? Hotel? He needs to tell her everything, because right now I'm pretty sure she thinks he's a murder suspect, but I also think she doesn't care. Oh my gosh.
What happened? Scars on your legs.
Hey, you remember the 99 Chrysler LeBaron? This is the exact height of the front fender. Look left instead of right.
I know you had something to do with the director's death.
That's not true, Irene.
Uh-oh.
Is that the man from last night?
He's nobody.
I'm certain he has nothing to do with this business.
Jerome Morrow.
Oh, crap.
You don't look well, Jerome. Why don't you go home? Can I help you?
I'm looking for Jerome Morrow.
I'm sorry, he's ill, a little nausea. It's quite common before mission.
Really? I ought to pay him a visit. I understand you can show me the way?
I still don't believe that Jerome murdered him.
Hello.
Eugene, I need you to be yourself for the day.
I was never very good at it, remember?
The investigators are coming by. I'm supposed to be sick.
So you keep telling me. How long have I got?
Not long.
Why does he hide all this equipment? Oh my gosh. How does he normally get up? He can't get upstairs normally. He stays downstairs. I can't believe she's helping him like this. Oh. He does have the heart of an ox though, and he's very strong probably in his upper body. But still, that's so much to ask.
Hello? I'm here to see Jerome Morrow.
Yes, that's me. Come up.
Talk not British. Maybe get in bed under the covers like you're sick. Talk American, no?
Hello, sweetheart. Where's my kiss?
Good to see you're feeling better.
Of course. Now that you're here. Who's your friend?
It's about the director.
Forgive me for not giving you a guided tour.
Couldn't we do this another time?
Well, this won't take a moment.
Maybe you can tell me what I've got.
This will actually be him. They could get away with this.
Who are you expecting?
She's putting it all together. She could give him away right now. He can't go down there. There's blood bags and urine bags and...
Yes?
We have our man, sir.
You have him?
We have him in custody.
I'll come right away.
Who do they have in custody?
How are you, Jerome?
Not bad, Jerome.
How the hell did you get up here?
Oh, I could always walk. I've been faking it.
See, I can explain.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm the same person I was yesterday.
Can't hear any more of your lies, Jerome.
Oh, my name is Vincent. Vincent Anton Freeman, and I'm a fake birth or a degenerate, whatever you want to call it. But I am not a murderer.
You're a godchild?
But we do have one thing in common. Only I don't have 20 or 30 years left in mine. Mine is already 10,000 beats overdue. For whatever it's worth, I'm here to tell you that it is possible.
I feel like there's more explaining to be done.
His spit was found in the dead director's eye, an unaccounted for specimen. While I was busy obsessing about an eyelash, your instincts took us in the right direction.
Invalid had nothing to do with this?
No, our friend here acted alone. This mission meant everything to him, didn't it? He knows that if they miss this launch window, he won't live to see the next one. And since nothing can stop the launch now, he's being very, very cooperative. So I imagine you'll be celebrating tonight, sir.
Of course.
You heard what he said. They have their man. It's over.
No, it's not over. I have to meet him.
Is it his brother?
Vincent? My God, you have changed. Has it been so long you don't recognize your own brother?
What are you doing here, Anton?
I should ask you that question.
I committed no murder. You must be disappointed.
You've committed fraud.
Have any idea what it took to get in here?
You've gone as far as you can go. You come with me now.
There are still a few million miles left to go.
It's over.
God, even you are gonna tell me what I can and can't do now?
I don't need any rescuing. But you did once. How do you explain that?
You didn't beat me that day. I beat myself.
Who are you trying to convince?
They're really both thinking about that day?
You want me to prove it to you? I'll prove it to you!
I do.
Children, let's not. It's not about this. Oh my gosh, Vincent's gonna die.
Vincent!
His heart.
Where's the shore? We're too far out. You wanna quit? We're too far out! You wanna quit?
Are we both gonna die out here right now? To prove each other wrong? That's prideful.
Vincent! How are you doing this, Vincent? We have to go back. It's too late for that. We're close to the other side. What other side? You want to drown us both? This is how I did it, Anton. I never saved anything for the swim back.
Are they gonna make it back? Do I hate this movie right now? I can't tell who's rescuing who. Next question. Is the mission canceled? Next question. Even if he did go on the mission, would he have to bring his urine and blood and skin to space? Do they have refrigeration programs for that?
You couldn't see, could you, that night crossing the street?
If you're still interested, let me know.
Sorry. The wind.
The wind caught it.
You're flying today, aren't you? Look at what a mess you're in. I have your samples ready.
I don't need any samples where I'm going.
You might when you get back. Everything you need to last you 2 lifetimes.
Why have you done all this?
So Jerome will always be here when you need him.
Where are you going?
I'm traveling too.
I don't know how to thank you.
I got the better end of the deal. I only lent you my body. You lent me your dream. Not until you're upstairs.
What is this?
New policy.
Well, there's a problem, Lamar.
I never did tell you about my son, did I? He's a big fan of yours.
That I was as good as any. And better than most.
He wants to apply here.
I could have gone up and back and nobody would have been the wiser.
Unfortunately, my son's not all that they promised. But then who knows what he could do.
Who's his son?
For future reference, right-handed men don't hold it with their left. It's one of those things. You don't miss your flight, Vincent.
He has a son. That's not everything they promised. There's still hope. Where is he? Where is he? Is he in the spaceship? Is he going with them because legs don't matter up there? Did he sneak onto the spaceship?
For someone who was never meant for this world, I'm suddenly having a hard time leaving it. Of course, they say every atom in our bodies was once part of a star. Maybe I'm not leaving. Maybe I'm going home.
Why did Jerome kill himself? He said, "You lent me your dream." Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, wow. That was thought-provoking. I'm sad for the real Jerome. It's crazy. He had every advantage. He still wasn't happy. You know what's crazy at the beginning of the movie when they're saying, like, they say that a child conceived in love has a greater chance of happiness, ... They don't say that anymore. It's almost like, even with Anton too, put these expectations on these perfect children and perfect people, and then if they don't meet them, what are they supposed to feel and think? And not only that, isn't it crazy that humans will always find a way to discriminate? Like, oh my gosh. Definitely made you think and question. And like I said in my intro, I really like the sci-fi creative idea of something like this. And you know what is scary? That it is probably not in the too distant future. Although, I mean, when was this made? In the 90s? But even then, it's not that long ago. We could be closer than we think. I thought the twist of the cop beat, I did not see that coming until literally 30 seconds before. I'm not even proud of myself, don't worry. That the cop was his brother. I was going back and forth. I'm like, he kind of does have it in him to maybe kill the director. Like, he was going to get this at any cost. I'm curious to know how close the director came to finding out who he was, though. I thought Ethan Hawke did incredible, Jude Law, Uma Thurman, even the detective. Oh, I don't want to live in that world, though, guys. I don't want to live in most of those futuristic worlds. It's funny because the last movie I watched before this was Bad News Bears, and it's like, you know, back in the 70s, didn't have anything. We didn't have any technology or even conveniences of life that we do now. And then I watched this, which is obviously in the very future, and like technology is its greatest. You'd think that this would be better, but it's not. Like, I didn't even live in the 70s, but I like had this feeling of like, it was simple and kids just roamed. And I mean, obviously we've made advances in a lot of wonderful ways, but okay, I'm going on a tangent, but it's a balance. Okay, back to the movie. I loved its creativity of this idea. Again, it was so fascinating, so thought-provoking. I thoroughly enjoyed it, except the sad end. Oh, Jude Law's really good. I think he's underrated. And I also, Ethan Hawke, I think is incredible. And I know he has a lot of performances that are like, well, I want to watch more of him is what I'm saying. Thank you all again so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Go Florida.